Hi traders, and welcome back with another video from the FX Big Dog. In this video, we're going to focus in on the news and what's moving the markets. We have three things that's moving the markets at the moment right now. We've got the trade agreement between US and China. Trump has just let us know that they're not going to increase the tariffs on the 1st of October, but on the 15th of October, giving us a little bit of relief on the JPY strength at the moment right now. So we're starting to see a bit of weakness out in JPY that's causing currency pairs like the Canadian JPY to start rallying. Now, will that continue? Well, you see, there's also news out in in US oil. There's a lot of supply putting pressure on US oil to start falling south. That's why we're seeing, actually, in fact, seeing a bit of a rally in Canadian and JPY, because the news out of the trade agreement is stronger and creating weakness out of JPY, pushing and forcing Canadian JPY to rally. We'll take a look at the charts and see how that's setting up, because there is an opportunity that we can take advantage of. Also, pound Canadian, great opportunity. We've just taken that opportunity today. I'm going to talk about that too. Now, let's not forget about the rate decision. We've got the ECB press conference and rate decision tomorrow. They expected to keep the rates unchanged. Will that cause weakness or strength in the euro? We'll take a look at the fundamentals and make decisions based on that. I will see you right after this. Alrighty, traders, well, a lot to talk about this evening, and specifically the Canadian dollar. How's the Canadian dollar being affected by US oil? Also, the ECB rate decisions that comes out tomorrow. How is that going to affect the euro US dollar? We'll take a look at the charts and check that out as well. Also, we put a trade in today. Beautiful trade setting up on the pound Canadian. I'm going to talk about that too. And then also going back to the Canadian JPY. How is that set up technically? And why are we not seeing a bearish move if US oil is selling off? Why don't we see Canadian JPY sell off as well? Well, that's because the news out of China, the trade agreement between China and the US is actually a lot more positive, and that's creating weakness out of JPY because traders are running out of the safe havens now into something a little bit more risky. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what the chart's telling us and how we can figure all this out. All right, so in the charts, if we go to the, and I'm going to address before the charts, actually, in fact, let's address the news. Here you can see the news that came out right here. Trump tweeted right here, we have agreed to move the increase in tariffs from the 1st of October to the 15th. There it is, confirmed by Mr. Trump himself. Then as you see over here at the top, the bottom right here, you see weekly crude oil is showing at the moment right now that they have a larger than expected draw. You can see that they're pushing out 114,000 barrels per day more than they did previously, at least in the previous weeks. That's creating some weakness out in the Canadian. Now, US oil, and then of course reflecting on the Canadian. Now, I've got the Canadian JPY chart open here. Let's take a look at the Canadian JPY chart. First, number one, traders, why is it not time to start selling Canadian JPY as of right now? Well, we can see the 8-hour is still pretty bullish. All right, pretty bullish. So we got bullish sentiment on the on the Canadian JPY 8-hour time frame. And traders, if we actually go ahead and take a look at the lower time frame, like the 1 hour, we can see that we're really bullish at this point in time. No reason for us to go ahead and start looking to sell at the moment right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. And if I can wait and be patient enough to wait for the markets to go ahead and actually, as I move this away, actually start getting below what I call my wave tunnel right here. If I can get below that, traders, we can go ahead and start looking to sell. At the moment right now, stand on the sideline. Also, what I'm probably going to get is an earlier signal that price is traded below this level right here, which looks like around about 81, maybe 40, that we need to get below before price is actually confirming that we're going to be bearish. So definitely holding off on selling on Canadian JPY. Next thing is, let's go ahead and move to the chart on Euro US dollar. Now, how is the euro US dollar being affected by the ECB? Well, let's take a look at the technicals firstly. I am absolutely not going to look to sell euro US dollar. I believe that the technicals are telling me a story right here, and it's telling me that we've hit support and that we may start seeing a rally. Now, I'm not saying that the news tomorrow is not going to affect the euro in a downside move first before it goes ahead and rallies. And I'm not saying go ahead and do anything right now until we get the confirmation. So let's take a look at the charts and see what confirmation am I referring to. Well, right now, if I go to the 8-hour time frame, 8-hour time frame says that we're bullish, and we will stay bullish as long as price doesn't close below this level right here, which is way below the lows of that week. In fact, the lows of the month. Now, if I go ahead and move to the daily time frame, you can see that the daily time frame is stuck inside this wedge. Here it is right here. There it is. Now, we've already got bullish confirmation already, and I've spoken to the traders in my trading room, and I said to them there, this is great, because what's happened here is price has gone ahead and rallied, now testing the backside of the trend line. This could find us a bit of support right here, and price could go ahead and start rallying up. I believe we're going to start seeing euro US dollar starting to rally, maybe not tomorrow. Maybe we could get a bit of movement tomorrow. But I'm really focusing more in on the latter part of tomorrow and then Friday as we head into the weekend and start the week next week with possibly some bullish action. That's going to be exciting to watch. Now, if we go to the, and by the way, it's all about timing, right? It's all about timing. If we go to the 1 hour time frame right here, I think this pretty much tells us the story right here. This is what I'm looking at the moment right now as an upswing. This is a retracement. I'm calling this my wave 2 right here, and I'm looking for price to go back up. So we're definitely in a very good spot. Now, we could get an early break of this trend line, something like this, a rebound, and then that's going to be absolutely time to start buying. Now, we could get this setup maybe happening over the next few days. Like I said, probably the latter part of tomorrow. We're definitely not going to get the setup on the 1 hour, but we may get the setup on a Friday, come Sunday, Monday next week. We're definitely going to be in the driving seat for buyers. Now, the next currency pair that I want to go ahead and refer to is the pound Canadian. We just recently went in on a buy on pound Canadian. Why did we do that? Well, if I go to the daily, let me pop open the actual 8-hour right here. The 8-hour confirmed that we are bullish. There you can see nice little bullish candle right here confirming we are going long. Now, unless the market takes out the lows down here, we're still going to continue to hold long on the Canadian, pound Canadian. Now, where are we chasing? What price are we chasing on this? Well, if I go ahead and compress the chart, you can see right here, we're actually looking for price to move to around about 166.47. That's the upside move that I'm expecting, 166.47. If I go to the lower time frame and take a look at the lower time frame right here, I can see that if I look at my smart waves, I can see, and I'm going to compress a little bit more right here, I can see that price is also identifying, let me go ahead and pull it down, identifying that we have a definite third wave target right here at 166.43, and we can actually, in fact, chase after around about 68.20. So there's another 180 pips right here that price can go ahead and head towards. But what's going to happen is price is going to work its way up here, come down, then go up. That's when we see price move up there. So you can go ahead and take some money off the table right here, get back in at this level right here, and then go ahead and close out your positions once we get to 168.20. Real good opportunity here on the pound Canadian. Now, why would the pound Canadian go north? The pound Canadian is expected to go north because of two reasons. Number one, we've seen some strength over the pound itself across the board. Secondly, we're getting a lot of weakness out in US oil. And US oil is going to create the pound Canadian to actually start rallying. So check it out. Here's the chart on the on the US oil right here. And we can see already with the news that we're getting some sort of bearish sentiment out there. And with the supply we're seeing, we're going to start seeing some weak US oil. And if you look over here, this is the 1 hour time frame. I will go to the larger time frame. But here we can see price moves up, down and then up and then down right here. This is creating a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 right here. We may see a bit of retracement up, so maybe a little bullish move, very slight, and then a continuation of a downside move. So I'm expecting some weakness in the US oil. If I go ahead and use my smart waves, love this tool, absolutely helps me identify exactly what's going on in the market right here. And you can see this is where I'm anticipating maybe a retest, and it's going to come back to retest the previous wave 1 right here. Nice resistance off that level. We also see my wave tunnel right here causing a bit of resistance there as well. And then price is going to drop back down to just below $55 a barrel. I know a lot of traders that are in my trader room are currently selling US oil and making some good money off that. And they will continue to see some weakness in US oil over the next few days. Maybe just a slight bit of rallying, but nothing much. Maybe an opportunity for traders to actually get in on that. Now, because of the weakness out in US oil, it's going to create some weakness out of the Canadian dollar. All right? So this is the deal right here. Let's take a look at the charts once again. The US oil weakness is going to create opportunities for pairs that are traded against the Canadian dollar. And that's the reason why, if I go back to the pound Canadian right here, and I'll go to the larger time frame, this is the weekly, and I open this up right here, this right here creates a great opportunity. Let me go ahead and show you right here. This creates great opportunity right here as support has been found. Market's going to go ahead and bounce. And we're going to see, and I'm not saying that the pound Canadian is long-term bullish. No, sirree. But I am saying that the market has gone ahead and created a wave 1 here, gone ahead and created wave 2. Then we went into what we like to see as a running flat. I don't believe it took out that high. So we'll call it running flat right here, and it went ahead and dropped back south to the third wave. So we're at the third wave. We will see some sort of upside rally to about here. And at that point right there, right about 168, you can see that is our target on the fifth wave in the lower time frame. We mentioned 168. The market's going to come to that level, and then at that point, we may continue to see pound Canadian fall short. And that's what I'm seeing right now based on the technicals and how I connect the fundamentals to the technicals to make trading decisions. Traders, I hope this information helped you. If you enjoyed what you saw right now, please make sure that you go ahead and subscribe. Click on the button below, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. This is FX Big Dog, wishing you peace, joy, and successful trading. Until next time, happy trading.